2022 is here and it is the year for you to make your rental business better. Today, I'm bringing you 5 New Year's resolutions for rental property owners to get them squared away in 22 with a better rental business. I'm Jennifer Rulins, landlord, educator, advocate, and broker of One Focus Property Management. Today, I'm bringing you those 5 key New Year's resolutions for 2022 to make your rental business all that it can be. My very first resolution is about wondering whether you walked the property recently. So are you walking your properties inside and out on a quarterly, semi-annual, or annual basis? You really need to be doing that. So if you are not currently doing that, I implore you, make it your resolution to walk your properties at the frequency that makes sense for your business. And when you walk your properties, take action on what you see. If there is deferred maintenance that is your responsibility, get it taken care of. Take care of this property. It is a money-making machine for you. And if there's any compliance issues, so maybe you noticed an abandoned vehicle on the property, a pool that's in violation of your lease, take care of that. Do enforce your lease, enforce your rights. It is the thing to do. So I hope you'll all resolve this year to walk your properties, whether that be monthly, quarterly, or annually. The second resolution has to do with increasing rents. I've noticed that rental property owners are hesitant to increase rents out of fear that their tenants will move, leaving them with a vacancy and a turnover. And I completely understand. A nominal increase in rents would yield you just a small amount in general, but a turnover would cost you far more. And that's smart advice, and it's sage to take care of your tenants and encourage long-term tenancy. What is not bright, and that what I want to advise you against, is not adjusting rents for years and years and years at a time, specifically in 2022. So in 2021, we're seeing reports that inflation is going to hit about 6%, and I see predictions between 4 and 6% for next year. That means over a 2-year period, costs are going to have risen over 10%. If you are not adjusting your rents, you're essentially making yourself be on a fixed income and you're paying more for the services that you're providing, but you're not charging more. So I encourage you to be really aware of market rents for the properties that you have. And when those leases come up, you make reasonable adjustments, keeping your rents on par with the market. So the resolution for you is to look at all of your rents, look and see how long it's been since you've adjusted them and what the difference is between your rents and market rents, and try to close that gap. It's the right thing to do for your rental business. The third New Year's resolution I'm bringing you today has to do with compliance issues and your handling of them. So it's not uncommon with a rental property business to occasionally have what I call a compliance issue. Now that could be just as simple as the tenant's not paying rent on time or not paying rent at all. It could mean that the tenant is somehow damaging the property. Maybe they're engaging in behaviors that are damaging the property, or they're being neglectful, perhaps of cleaning or lawn care. It could also mean that they've moved people into the property without your permission, or animals. There's any number of things that could be a compliance issue, but what I see, and I've talked about this in previous videos, is that an adversity to conflict leads landlords not to address these situations, not to have those smaller moments of uncomfortable conflict in order to keep the relationship compliant with the lease. And so my New Year's resolution I'm encouraging you to make this year is to address and handle all compliance issues on your property in real time. Don't wait weeks or months. When you see an issue, address it and get action moving on that until it's in compliance. So if a tenant moved an animal into your property against the lease and without your permission, you can use your policies and decide whether you're going to offer permission and under what terms. Perhaps you're open to that pet, but you want a pet fee and you want to make sure that that animal is being taken care of and up to date on shots. That could be fine. Maybe you're not open to having that animal there at all. And in that case, I encourage you to get your lease complied with. So work with your tenant to make sure that that animal isn't in your home. This takes a lot of guts, and it means being okay with being uncomfortable, but it's the right thing to do for your portfolio. So resolve to be really committed to that this year. My fourth resolution for you is to check in on your tenants. Have you talked to your tenants recently? Have you asked them how it's going in the home, how they're living? Is anything broken? Does anything need your attention? This is a really great step to take in your business because you would do it for any other customer of any other business. You would check in, you would see how satisfied they are. Do they need anything? Are they likely to remain a customer of yours? And so if you haven't been doing this, I implore you, let's look at 2022 as the year that you could do that with some regularity. Again, you choose. Is it monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually that you do this check-in? Do what makes sense for you, what's authentic to you, and what gives you an understanding of how this person is satisfied by their housing arrangement. And if you can reasonably improve that, you should do that. The fifth resolution is less of a resolution and more of a to-do. I think everybody should take this rental property health check. It's a video I made with a quiz, a 10-question quiz. I made this video with Cassie Parker in Virginia at Renter's Warehouse, and we together both serve rental property investors. And so we work with them to get their portfolios stabilized and optimized, producing above average returns. So by using that health check, you could get a list of things that you could be improving in 2022. 2022 is going to be so exciting for so many reasons, and it can be exciting for the success you find in your real estate investment portfolio. Use these resolutions, use my other videos, use that rental property owner health check, and get your rental property portfolio on track. If you're struggling with this, if this is something that's not in your wheelhouse or you don't have time for it, I ask that you reach out to a property manager. Consider putting a property manager on your team. If you're in the north central area of Pennsylvania, I hope you'll call One Focus. Call my team. We're getting great results for our clients. Can't wait to hear from you.